So I'm not going to deny it. I mean, most of us, men, women, boys, girls, everybody loves to shop. And I'm not going to deny this. I mean, I love the stuff that I pick up from most luxury brands and fashion brands. The finish is different, the look is different, the treatment is different. But many times in some of the brands in India, which are probably American brands or international brands, you have this concern of the sizes don't fit in and stuff like that. But then the point is this that during Corona, many of us were not able to go shopping and stuff like that, and there were people like me. I tried the same tip, which was shifting from expensive stuff to this concept in economics they have called the financial frugality, where you're flexible about what you can buy and how many you can buy. So I kind of broke my own mold, and I kind of got into this thing about buying t-shirts and shorts and jeans and stuff, street wear or not so expensive, only the luxury brands and stuff like that. And as a result of this, I think I've shared this before, even when I finish off with my workout, I incentivize or I kind of gift myself with probably a t-shirt or maybe a pair of shorts or whatever, and my wardrobe is kind of growing day by day, month by month, and stuff like that. And she did the same thing. She says, you know what, most of my dresses would keep hanging around, and I would not have so many occasions to wear those. And I would feel totally comfortable only wearing plain t shirts and jeans and carrying a simple navy shawl, the texture that I loved. And that gave me the maximum joy, and that made me feel really good and great. Okay, so many times, we have to dress up for occasions and stuff like that. So it's amazing because you have festivals, you have celebrations, you have something to look forward to. And of course, when you're kind of probably from a house of lineage or a house of, let's say, a luxury brand that you kind of represent or whatever, you have to kind of dress up many times that way, but it's not mandatory for everybody. So she says, impressed by the effect I think that wearing a t-shirt and jeans on my life was. I tried to kind of also do away with some really expensive stuff in my house and replace them with stuff which was easy to maintain and stuff like that, and also tidy up my workspace. And as a result of that, most of the magazines and stuff that I collected working for this for this magazine kind of gave me an instant kick, and I was feeling easy. There was a transformation that happened in me, and eventually I decided to quit. So the change and the transformation in her was that right from a luxury brand, she wanted to become an affordable brand kind of a person. And she'd also been kind of combating some health issues and stuff like that. So she says, as I started tidying up and I started wearing whatever I was more comfortable in and stuff like that, I started even feeling better. My emotional equilibrium returned, and I was able to work in my life and recover with perfect, purposeful composure. So we have many a times a strict decorum at home. Maybe our elders will have it, or a family will have it, or we are told, even if you're not feeling better, dress up in a certain manner, look in a certain manner. So not everybody enjoys that, but yes, there is a basics on how one must look, because ultimately I feel that there is a science to this, and your clothes reflect your demeanor and your personality and how you're feeling and stuff like that. And if, let's say, somebody is not well, or you're in an office environment and you're dressed oppositely of how other people are, you're going to look like a wacko, and you're going to look like someone who's kind of trying to stand out and get attention and stuff like that. Okay, so what makes sense is to kind of also kind of stay flexible around your dressing and stuff, tidy up and clean up and stuff. Do it before sleeping or immediately after you wake up, because then you have lots and lots of energy to do different things and stuff. So this is a pretty inspiring read, because right from a pounds 2000 jackets and dresses and shoes that were hanging in her wardrobe, she kind of got into wearable stuff, and as a result of that, she was able to pick up more stuff, buy more stuff, have more stuff with her. And of course, I've already shared it, feel better. So there is no one logic or one no rational to even fashion and stuff like that. So what's very important is to stick to what you like, stick to what feels good. And if you're going to be, let's say, going for an art show, if you're going to be going for, let's say, a wedding, if you're going to be going for a book reading, if you're going to be going for a marriage, you have to dress up appropriately and stuff like that. But at times of no requirement and stuff, you can let the stress off and be yourself and stuff. So these are the little things which give you joy. I mean, I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm wearing jeans and I'm wearing a shirt, but I feel good and I feel comfortable. So more than anything, where I would kind of dress up, also to just click pictures on social media and to get noticed by people all across the world. A better idea is to focus on how each dress or how each outfit makes you feel, and these little hacks help you, so that's that. So love and luck, and take care and have fun, and do absorb some nice stuff, some positive stuff. Get some magazines. Follow some interesting stuff on TV. Follow some interesting stuff on social media. And of course, when you kind of hit the malls or you go for shopping or whatever, do make a note of the changes in the fashion world and stuff like that. The other day I was in Khan Market. It was amazing to see how the showrooms were. Some of them had some really interesting interiors and stuff like that, and my friends and I didn't want to come out, so that's what a good place and a good space does to you. After all, it's not just about heavy duty stuff and heavy duty conversations and stuff. Why even give space to uninteresting stuff which is not a part of your life, when you've been given this one brain and this acumen and a beautiful life to enjoy and make best use of and stuff. So love and luck. I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com. Cheers to you on a lovely cha. This has got some nice ginger. This has got some nice cinnamon, and it's got some black pepper. So pamper yourself with these little things and enjoy yourself and have a blast and take good care and have fun and tune into some good music, tune into some good movies, tune into some good stuff, and you will know what I mean. And there's a definition of quality, and quality, when you think quality, you act quality, you kind of notice quality, life becomes quality and stuff. And it's very true, the quality of the thoughts define and shape up the quality of your life. Okay, so love and luck, and take care and have fun. Bye bye, cheers.